Hello everybody, welcome to the Generic Cappy YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. I'm Amar, otherwise known as Generic Cappy, and in case you did not know, Nintendo hosted a new Nintendo Direct today for March 27th, 2025, and in that we got a new trailer for Pokémon Legends ZA. As a part of some of the new series that I am introducing on this channel, I wanted to do a recap of this video and talk about some of the information that they have provided to us, both in terms of the direct and on the website. And this will be the first episode of the Lumiose Data Log, which is my series where I'm going to talk about new announcements, new news, and new data, in theory, about Pokemon Legends ZA. While in my other series, the Lumiose Dialogue, I intend to talk more about my thoughts on the game, any of my theories, and things like that. For this episode of the Data Log, obviously we're focusing on the newest trailer and information that we just received for Pokemon Legends ZA. So without further ado, let us watch the trailer, try to see if we can pick out some of the things that they're showing, and then go straight to the website, where we'll probably get largely a summary of what they talk about there. Look at our characters. That's Mega Salamence, Skeeto, Gallade, Haunter. We're seeing some megas here, obviously. I already watched the direct, so I know that they do not show off new megas, but still, we got a lot of information to talk about here.
You'll begin your adventure by choosing
Chikorita,
three partner Pokemon.
Our three starters, Totodile, Tepig, and Chikorita.
The setting is this metropolis.
And Lumiose City.
Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games. Lumiose City.
Yippee, Lumiose City.
To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out.
So largely what they're doing now is a summary of what we saw during the Pokemon Presents last month, which was exactly last month when the trailer aired. I mean the direct, yeah, when the direct aired. So that's very cool.
Are wild zones.
And the wild zones is the biggest part pretty much of this trailer. You know, we see this is where we can catch Pokemon. We hear them talk about that's Bidoof right there. That's very cool. We can see that obviously catching Pokemon in the wild without going into battle is back. This is pretty much like the 5 wild areas that we saw in Pokemon Legends Z, Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is very, very cool.
On rooftops.
Look at that, we can catch Pokemon on the roofs, and we see some trainers over there, which is very important for what they talk about during this trailer. At night, right there, at night.
Falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament.
The ZA Royale.
The ZA Royale.
Very cool, very cool.
Trainers await in battle zones.
And this is largely what this trailer is about. Talking about the ZA Royale, how we're going to be battling. You know, we see the action-adventure type, action-based battling that we saw in the original trailer. Now, again, you can do surprise attacks, which is very cool, but that also means the opponent can also do a surprise attack on you if they, like, see you. And, you know, like we know in the regular Pokemon games, they can challenge you to battle if they see you. Just like here, they see you, they can challenge you to battle and kind of surprise you.
And work your way up to rank A.
Rank Z to rank A. Very cool. Zach, he's going to abolish all forms of transportation except taxis. That's very cool animation. I'm not gonna, you know, I try not to be opinionated in the dialogue, the data log videos, but that was a very cool animation.
It seems there are even more secrets
AZ,
waiting to be uncovered.
Zygarde.
What will you find on your adventure?
And that was it. We still have the available late 2025 release date, but yeah, that was it. And now let us get straight to what they talk about on the website. So largely what we see on the website from, you know, the Pokemon Legends ZA website is a summary of what they talked about here. So they state the ZA Royale, a nightly competition that begins at sundown. When night falls in Lumiose, a battle zone, an area fenced off in red with cutting-edge holographic technology, appears somewhere within the city. Every night from dusk till dawn, trainers compete in fierce Pokemon battles within these battle zones as part of the ZA Royale. And it seems like this is like the main mechanic of Legends ZA. You know, the reason why it's called Pokemon Legends ZA, the ZA Royale. It probably has something to do with the story. Probably, as we're going up the ranks, maybe we run into certain trainers that may be a little mischievous. Who knows? But I think this is probably gonna be a very vital part of why we are in Lumiose. And then while we are Lumiose, we're trying to solve a mystery of maybe what's going on with the ZA Royale. We'll have to see, but that's a little bit theory-ish for right now. But they state the ZA Royale is a competition where Pokemon trainers whose skills have been recognized are invited to battle to determine who is the strongest. Competing trainers earn rank starting from rank C all the way to rank A. All participants rank out at rank Z or start out at rank Z and aim to rise through the ranks by winning Pokemon battles against other competitors. If a trainer reaches rank A, you won't just earn the honor of being known as the strongest around. Apparently, they may also have one wish granted. After you prove your Pokemon battle skills, you'll be thrust into the Fierce Tournament alongside either Urban or Tawny, a fellow competitor in the ZA Royale. And just like we saw in the Pokemon Presents, they are determined based on your own appearance, which one you have by your side, Urban or Tawny. Head to the battle zone where trainers are waiting for you. When night falls in Lumiose, a battle zone will appear in the city. Once you set foot inside, you'll find battle-ready trainers and their Pokemon on the lookout for opponents to challenge, which is kind of what I was talking about. They're kind of bringing back what we saw, obviously, in the mainline games for the most part. Scarlet and Violet didn't do it too much, but basically, the trainer sees you, they can challenge you to a battle. I'm guessing, and we'll probably find out right now, that if they can also land a surprise attack on you by throwing a Pokemon at your Pokemon or the like. Launch a surprise attack before your eyes meet. As you draw close to a trainer, a gauge may appear showing how aware they are of your presence. If this gauge fills up, the trainer will spot you and challenge you to a Pokemon battle. When this happens, your Pokemon may be so caught off guard that they'll be unable to move. On the other hand, if you hide behind objects to avoid being noticed and manage to land a surprise attack, you'll gain the advantage. A successful surprise attack will always result in a critical hit that deals a large amount of damage, giving you the upper hand in battle. You may even be able to knock out your opponent's first Pokemon with a surprise attack. And we see that here. We got the advantage. I'm guessing there was probably no advantage on this one, but we got the advantage here. And then I'm assuming, as it states, if they do the same back to us, they get the advantage. During a battle with a trainer, you can escape by putting some distance between yourself and them. Remember that this option is available to you, as some trainers you encounter may be a higher rank than you. And we can see that they're rank X. And I guess I don't know if we could see our rank here, but we're probably not rank X. We're probably like rank Y, as we saw in the trailer, the character rank up. Win promotion battles to reach rank A, the competition's pinnacle. To raise your rank in the ZA Royale, you must take on promotion matches and win. In promotion matches, you'll go head-to-head against a tough trainer who's also looking to move the ranks. Be sure that you have raised your Pokemon well before taking on promotion matches. We see 2 rank Zs battling it out right now. We'll have to see what this is like. I mean, this is probably some form of what we saw in Legends Arceus as maybe like the trial not the trial captains, but like the noble Pokemon and like their leader of sorts. This is probably like their take on that, as I don't think we're gonna have those in a Legends ZA, but each rank having one specific trainer that you battle, or maybe like a specific pool of trainers that you can battle. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then those serve as like pretty much like the noble trainers, because I don't think we're gonna have noble Pokemon in this game. We'll have to see about that, but I think having, you know, them serve as pretty much like the way you also move through the story, I think that'll be pretty fun. Earn a challenger's ticket to take on a promotion match. You'll need a challenger's ticket to compete in a promotion match. To get a challenger's ticket, you'll need to gather ticket points, which you can earn by winning Pokemon battles in the battle zone. So I guess you probably also can't like do this in one night. You could probably have to, as we see here, you know, accumulate maybe like 3,000 tickets. And then once you're able to accumulate the 3,000 tickets, then you're able to, you know, go and do the promotion match, challenger match, which would be pretty cool. You can earn more ticket points from your battles by picking up bonus cards in the battle zone and fulfilling conditions listed on the cards. It's fair to say that completing bonus cards as you win Pokemon battles is the fastest way to earn a promotion match. And we kind of saw this also in Scarlet and Violet. You know, the blueberry tasks that we saw in the second DLC. This is like a new form of that, which is pretty cool. I honestly didn't know that this before I started doing this video, so I'm reacting to that at the moment, and I think, you know, that's pretty cool. That's very cool that they're implementing the blueberry tasks into Legends ZA. Spend your days wisely and win your way through the ZA Royale. Manage your time well is key to progressing in the ZA Royale each day. At night, when the battle zone is active, challenge tough trainers in the ZA Royale. During the next day, catch Pokemon in wild areas, wild zones, train them, and prepare for the next night. It's also a good idea to use prize money that you earn in the ZA Royale matches to stock up on the necessary items for battle. He's pretty much there, and that is it. So what this really shows us, for now at least, is that this game is going to be very battle heavy. You know, I guess Scarlet and Violet is like the mixture, but Legends Arceus was very catching Pokemon heavy. You know, your goal was to complete the Pokedex and catch as many Pokemon as possible. You know, we had our huge, you know, PC box of sorts, like our farming area that all our Pokemon were not stuck at, but like it's our PC. And, you know, the goal was to catch as many Pokemon as possible. You know, there wasn't many battles in that game outside like the nobles and the noble leaders or noble captains, and, you know, sometimes, you know, the coin trio. I think they're called the coin trio, like the luck trio, the unlucky trio, and then like Adamant and Irene. But, you know, we didn't have many battles. It seems like every day we're gonna be battling in this game. So that's, you know, the exact opposite. But yeah, I mean, that is all we really know about Legends CA at the moment. There's obviously a lot more we're going to find out between now and its launch. But for this episode of the data log, that is all we're focused on. So if you all enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave any of your own thoughts or any data you find out about Legends ZA in the comments below. And until next time, until we get pretty much our next trailer or our next news drop, I will see you on the next one. Just make sure to make you happy, because I rhymes generic happy, and goodbye.